What is happening, people? It is another Saturday of work and up at 4 a.m. The interesting thing about this Saturday, though, is the fact that as of Monday, we were working today. And then Wednesday, we were not working today. And then later on Wednesday, we were working today. Thursday was fine. Walk in yesterday morning, and it was canceled again. And then at about 1:15 in the afternoon, nope, we're back on for Saturday today. And needless to say, I was not the only one that pretty much gave a peace of mind, because that's bullshit. And going from a union job that was under contract, I figured that I wouldn't be having to deal with that bullshit anymore. Now, I'm not knocking unions. Have family members that were in the right union for the type of work that they did, and no matter what union you have, you're gonna have bullshit, you're gonna have problems, you're gonna have your cliques per se within the union, where certain members will get certain preferential treatment over others. And those that say that it doesn't happen, one of two things: haven't been in the union long enough, or never been in one at all. And the job that I chose over that one, we're not unionized, and a lot of people have been bringing it up, and I'm like, you literally don't understand what you're getting yourself into. Like, you should really just calm the fuck down and realize how much better it is currently. And then I explain to people what happened, what's going on, like, they get it. But this isn't going to be a union rant video. I'm kind of maybe too hopeful that certain management would actually start doing the job that they get paid to do, rather than just fly by the seat of their ass and wing it every fucking day they go in. So, whether it's union or non-union, management's always going to be the same. So, last night, as I was chilling and relaxing and cuddling with my big, fluffy, 160-pound lap dog, Lamb 76 had a video that he posted, and I watched it. And, this might sound a little like a bromance, and it's not the case. It's refreshing, I guess I can say, to see videos uploaded from people that literally started YouTube when I started. So I guess we could say that we're the originals of YouTube. And obviously there's people before us, but for need of this video, the group of people, and literally it's maybe like 9 to 10 originals from when we started. And like Tomahawk, Robbie, Firearms Rescue, Lamb 76, Tex Grebner, and there's a couple more, and don't hold it against me, but like literally we all, like, our pages started out around the same time, and we all enjoyed each other's content. And in his video, he was talking about going back and looking at, like a timeline, like a chronological timeline of like videos. And I'm like, something, that sounds like a damn good point. Like, what was the reason why we got into YouTube in the first place? Like, what made us decide to share shit with the world and make videos about it? So I went back probably about 5 years or so, when I started doing videos again on YouTube. So I had the time to kill, trying to relax to get to bed. Obviously got to get to bed earlier to be up earlier to go to work on a Saturday. And I went back to like some of my very first videos, and I stand corrected. I commented on Lambdog's video about the 100-yard Oreo cookie challenge. And it was actually a 50-yard Oreo cookie challenge. And I found that video, and it was crazy to me that watching that video, and it would kind of hit home with what Lambdog was talking about. Now, what do I mean? So in the video, you can hear me talking, or you can hear somebody talking, and then I'm like, all right, thank you. And then the shot happens, and I'm like, yep, Oreo cookie challenge complete, in the bag. I'm like, I'm thinking about it, and it's weird for me to actually remember. So this other gentleman was there shooting, and you can hear the shooting start after, like, I say thank you. So prior to the video starting, another gentleman was like 3 tables over, because it was an outdoor open range, and it was during the wintertime. But I think it was more so like late winter, early spring, because all I had on was a fucking hoodie. So it was pretty much like one of those days where it was warmer to where it wouldn't snow, but we still had snow. And he had a spotting scope. Well, it's only 50 yards, but an Oreo cookie at 50 yards looks kind of small anyway. So he ended up spotting, like he stopped shooting and was spotting the Oreo cookie, and it was like, no, you got it, upper left. So I was like, fucking awesome. And Lambdog brings up the fact that, like, back then, the gun community, like, we looked out for each other, there was camaraderie, everybody just was into it for the love of shooting. Whether it be you were a hunter, a tactical guy, weekend warrior, where you only shot on the weekends, whether you own one gun or fucking 10,000 guns, it literally didn't matter. There was no whose cock is bigger contest. It was just for the simple love of the rights that we have in our country and for shooting. And then I even brought up Fate of Destiny. Now, a lot of people on YouTube today might not know who she is. Apparently, she's still active, but does things off of YouTube. And the best way that I can explain Fate of Destiny is the fact that she was a very, and I can't say she was, I'm pretty sure she still is, but she was a very attractive woman that did not have to dress half naked, tits hanging out, like a lot of people do, or not a lot of people, but a lot of women do on YouTube channels now that are into guns, just to get the views from 16, 17-year-old sexually frustrated boys, because let's face it, monetized videos and partnership, and it may not work the same way as it used to, but the views make the money. And prior to me getting away from YouTube, the last couple of videos that I remember seeing from her, like, she kind of did parodies, like she'd dress up as like the naughty teacher / schoolgirl to school anti-gunners on some gun education. And then she started dabbling in singing, so her channel kind of went to the wayside of, shooting and firearms education and range time to singing. So I don't know if she's like still following a singing career or not, but just an awesome woman. Kind of miss seeing her content, and I think Firearms Rescue told me that she's still around, but she does a lot of stuff on Instagram. Guys, I'm fucking 36. I don't use Instagram. I don't use Pinterest. I don't fucking do any of that stupid shit. I don't go on Twitter. Like, to me, that's just a fucking waste of time. But to each their own. I'm not going to trash talk anybody for using it. So, to kind of get back to the decorum, if you will, to get back to YouTube, Lambdog is right. If you look at the gun community now, like, you can't even go on a forum and have a discussion without some fucking crackerjack, fucking tactical magazine, Tactitool, Dom Popper, trying to fucking talk shit, running their mouth like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And it's a shame, because literally I think we're seeing the destruction from the inside out. Like, we can't even come together on anything anymore. And as the saying goes, united we stand, divided we fall. And right now, in my opinion, there's quite a division between gun owners, and the fact in the last 10 years, a whole decade, we've become complacent and lazy. I mean, shit. I do my part on the local level, and what I mean by local level, we rally, we do what we have to try to fucking fight the oppression here in New York State, and it gets us nowhere. And a comment that I had left on Lamb Dog's video is, well, when does the time come? And this isn't inciting violence or a call to arms or anything, but we as a community always refer and quote our Second Amendment. And some people say, well, what we're going through isn't tyranny, it's just overstepping of government. It's, an abuse of authority that we've given them, and we have to beat it at the ballot box. Well, what is your definition of tyranny? And I don't mean to Google search it and give a fabricated definition of what tyranny is, but if the security of a free state, okay, so back when the militias, all states were in control of governing themselves, and then we had the federal body. But the security of a free state, if you look at a lot of what's going on, California, New York, a lot of these liberal states, California is wanting to secede from the Union, and in my opinion, fuck them, fine, that's cool, let them have it, it's a sanctuary state anyway, fucking burn it down, get the earthquake, put them in the ocean, I don't give a fuck. And that's a really kind of a fucked up way to look at it, because they're still our fellow Americans, most of them anyway, illegals don't count. But there's a lot of issues that go in with that. So what good is it for us to consistently quote our Second Amendment when we so freely use our First, but we never use the Second Amendment for its truest form and its most intention? And that is to keep our government in check with the abuse of authority. Something to ponder and think about on this Saturday. With that said, I made it to the gas station. I gotta get my shit and get the fuck out. And it's cold as a motherfucker today. So I will catch you guys on the flip side. Happy fucking Saturday. Have a good weekend. Be safe.